Hello and welcome everyone to a Sacred Symbols reading. I'm your host, Desiree DeMars, and it is Thursday, May 18th, 2023. It's the day before a Taurus new moon here in the Northern Hemisphere. And I just wanted to share a few notes that I had written about the general energies for this time. You may already be feeling this. Most of you probably know that a new moon is a great time to create new intentions, especially for things that you want to see come to fruition by the full moon coming up after this within about 2 weeks. So we know that this Taurian energy is about new opportunities, taking advantage of that, of the energy kind of finally breaking through the chaos and the craziness. Not completely, but that we're talking about a long haul. But this cycle of new beginnings is all about planting new seeds, which is perfect for the spring here. And Taurus is about rewarding yourself and truly enjoying the abundance that is your birthright. It's a beautiful energy because what I just wanted to emphasize really was that when you emphasize that, you draw more of that to you. And my lovely friend Pam Gregory, who I just adore for astrology insight, she says get in a gratitude groove. It's all about the more you are loving something that you do or acknowledge the love that is present in the moment with something that you're doing, the more you create. So we want to stay in this higher frequency of love. So let's begin. For those of you who like ceremony and you want to follow along this brief ceremony, I made an offering, lit a candle. I invite you to do the same. And I've got my camera set up, so we will be looking at the reading from above, so you get a bird's eye view once we get into it. And we will also just do a few seconds of rattling to emphasize or internalize even more deeply this idea of going into a alpha state or alpha theta state, so a relaxed meditative state, so that we can really connect with the intention or the inquiry that we have today and bring in a deeper level of heart and mind coherence, right? Heart-brain coherence. So with that said, please take a few deep breaths. Get yourself centered here in the room. Or take a good yawn. Let the oxygen flow to the brain. Feel the heart center expanding at the same time your tailbone sinking further down into the cushion or the chair that you're sitting on. If you've got your feet on the ground, that's great. If you're lying down, that's okay too. And taking at least 2 deep breaths in through the nose, all the way down into the belly, and then hold for a second and slowly exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, hold, let the chest expand, and then exhale. Just activating the vagal nerve connections in the body. And relaxing even more deeply, all the way from the top of the head down, 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 deeply down into the center of the earth. And imagine yourself grounding or anchoring yourself to that iron molten core, that vital life force of the earth itself, Pachamama, Gaia. Feel your connection as this earth being. And know that as you allow that energy to fill itself and then flow back up into your central core channel, you are also activating your base chakra, the color red, your health and vitality, your hemoglobin, the red blood cells. You're nourishing with your intention, with your breath. You are nourishing, revitalizing, rejuvenating every cell, organ, and tissue in your body, simply with a breath and intention. And then feel that movement flow up even further. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and white spilling out over the top of your head. Now a rainbow light of energy into this Taurus, or this toroidal field that surrounds you, that expands outward and is regenerative, infinite, and eternal. All of our chakras are open, fully functioning, front and back, balanced and aligned. Now filled with this beautiful rainbow light of joy, peace, and strength, courage at the heart, gratitude, humility, and divine love. Those are the feeling states of these higher frequencies. So acknowledging those, and lastly, now that your toroidal field is flowing, we are sitting, imagine, in this I am presence. Your intention is forming from your heart space. A in the M, A is your attention is going there 100%. Focused into the intention. So taking your attention on the intention and then allowing this beautiful holographic movement of the toroid, your multi-dimensional, your holo movement through the breath, through your intention, now sitting in the I am presence, where everything is possible. You are connected to the Akash. You are the Akash. You don't need to go anywhere to connect with the Akashic records. You are the Akash. You are attuning to the I am presence within yourself, which is tapped into the field of the superconscious, or the sacred divine awareness of all that is, the great mystery that surrounds us in this cosmic universe that we are a part of, the star that you are, the star that you truly are. So acknowledging that, allowing this intention to surface, feeling it open and flowing all around you like a beautiful lotus that's blossoming now that it is grounded, right, and anchored and stable, allowing you to see with clarity. So feel the intention rise up, and now we'll create a sacred circle for this reading, and that is why I place the offering in a circle, this circle or cycle of life that we are living here and now. So calling in all of the directions, the east, the south, the west, the north, above, below, and the middle. Come and be with us. Come and be with us as we start our journey on this sacred cycle, sacred circle, for knowledge, wisdom, and information to come in on behalf of you, on behalf of you and me and the we that we are together. Come and be with us, all of the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, ether, plasma, neutrinos, gammas, and all those elements yet unknown to man. Come and be with us. Join us in this sacred circle. Come and be with us, all of our guides, angels, teachers, guardians, magical and mystical ones, the seen, the unseen, the two-legged, four-legged, many-legged, winged ones, finned ones, creepy crawlers, all those beautiful life force, life-giving creatures who make the world literally go round. These are our ancient ancestors. So now from the ancient ones, we call in all of our ancestors, those who've gone before us, lived a good life and transcended and are now here working on our behalf. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Sit beside us energetically in the sacred circle. Bring your wisdom, guidance, influence, understanding, higher levels of perception. And to all those whose names we do not know, but whose blood runs through our veins, come and be with us. Come and be with us. Sit in the sacred circle as we expand it with our conscious awareness beyond the self, beyond the room, out into the energy field, far beyond the location that we're sitting on, so that we are tapped into this golden grid of light. So now imagine this golden thread, golden river of light, golden flowing ribbon of light coming down and flowing through this activated central channel, and now connecting us to this golden grid of light. That we truly are all connected. And so that not only what we receive as the benefits from this reading, not only will they benefit us in our life, in our soul's journey, but it will benefit all those we come in contact with. In full faith, so be it. Aho. So now, my friends, with that beautiful intention that you've created, I'd like you to blow into the basket 3 times with me. Infusing the intention, the inquiry, the question. So that these sacred symbols speak to us directly, clearly, powerfully. And then I'm going to set up the camera and I'll see you on the other side. And here we go. Well, a couple pieces went flying off. And I can see one is a coin. Let me see if I can grab it here. Okay, it looks like the moon. The moon went flying off. And I believe one of the chakras flew out. Yep. Okay. And one of the chakras went flying off, 3rd chakra, out into the ethers. Our power center. These blue pieces are the masculine, and then we mostly have the feminine on this side. Now for me, it's on the left. For you, it would be on the right, if you were sitting here. If you were doing the reading yourself, you'd say, wow, here's the feminine on the left, masculine on the right. And you've got mother really sitting here amongst quite a bit, like this amplification. So the feminine's really being amplified. The idea of having a vision right now is really being amplified, which is perfect for this Taurian new moon. right? Know that whatever you intend now will expand and manifest. It may be sudden and unexpectedly in the way that it is manifesting, but it will. And then this is the earth. So, yeah, on the earth plane, in the spiritual journey that you're on, include, be sure to be aware of community. What do you want your community, the community that surrounds you, to be like? And then this great transfiguration that's happening here around this idea of abundance, letting go of what no longer serves. This is Saturn. Old ways, old structures. How can they be cut away? We have the dagger right on top of Saturn. Cutting away the old, allowing something new, new ways of understanding abundance, receptivity of having what you need, and the second chakra, being able to be a co-creator or a creative force with your own abundance and with the abundance that is here, because this is key. What's key too is communicating all of this. Here we have Mercury, and it's really about communicating from this feminine side through your maternal lineage. Notice what your maternal, the story on your mother's side is, because you've got grandfather, the great ones, and grandmother, all right here. And they are what's at the crown chakra and this eye of God. So receiving, it's time to receive the wisdom of these wise ones on your maternal, in your maternal lineage. So that is so beautiful. And this idea of a rebirth of the masculine, it is a time of rebirth of the masculine. And that is truly our soul's work in the world right now, right? To rebirth within ourselves what we know or what we believe about the masculine. This is so important right now. How do we want to manifest these visions that we have? This is key. So as we move here, we've got this creativity, creative energy. Be sure you are grounding yourself. In order to make these incredible changes, you've got to be grounded. It can't be willy-nilly or just, crazy dreaming and then have no solidity to it, no validity, no cohesiveness. You want it cohesive, right? You want the vision to become cohesive so that it can manifest and end up becoming a part of our power. And this is one of the pieces that flew off third chakra. So here at the, if you feel like you're at a fork in the road, with home or location, just know we are really being influenced by these incredible shifts in the sun's energy, solar flares, the photon belt that we're going through, which is really bringing in or emphasizing this time of soul remembering, soul retrieval, bringing back parts of ourselves that were forgotten or lost. And now it's time to retrieve them, because this is the truth, right? This is the sword of truth. So again, speaking the truth, knowing that you're protected when you do so. Call in your protection. I always call in daily, at least morning and night, and sometimes in between, guides that work with me for power and protection, right? That's so that you just have clear boundaries. Boundaries are healthy, right? What's yours is yours. What's mine is mine. And that's the way it should be. And so as we move forward into this time of creating something new, that which is not yet created, but in a visionary form, it's in the ethers, it's in the plasma, and it's coming forth. We are calling it in. This is Rattle saying, call it in. This is what the collective is doing. As a collective, we're calling in the future. And here's Eagle Condor saying, yeah, it's about looking into and respecting, power animals, whoever holds the talking stick. Really listen to who's talking, because there's going to be something also in this new moon energy. There's something about what is being said and just notice that some of it might be like a fog or hidden, and I'm finding that, I saw somebody, it was a financial person that I follow that said, wow, look at this AI, it's so cool. And he had a conversation that he had taped with an AI image that talked, and he asked about his business. And it was hilarious to me the way he thought it was just the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I was like, wow, listen to how this AI is talking. Yes, Dan, she said, I know I've looked into your work before. I think you're incredible. Now, how would this AI know? It's just information. Obviously, it's not even a she, and it doesn't even know Dan, but it knows the word Dan and all this information that's associated with Dan. And so just know when you're listening to AI generated information, especially, but then even people, we have people on the planet that are AI and are, or maybe not being clear. They're just only giving you partial information. Here's the message. Just be clear. Or just take in the information, deeply listen. That's really the wisdom. Deeply listen and then figure out for yourself what is true and what is not true for you. And just now we're at a little bit of a pause point here. We've got the two cowries, our little timekeepers, saying it's like we're at the holding point of the breath. So this new moon is about just holding steady, right? Like this is the power point. The power is in the pause. So we're just in a pause and we're coming into this place so that you can recognize in the pause what you truly feel passionate about so that you can create a clear vision for your future. Wow, that is crystal clear. So that is those are the key points, I would say, of the reading. If you want a personal reading where you want really specific information for your personal question or inquiry, feel free to contact me. And I love doing one-on-one readings with people. Or if you have a group situation, I am more than happy to do a group reading. In fact, I love doing that. That's always amazing. It was incredible. It was beautiful. It was really informative for me. And I hope you took away something of value. Maybe it sparked some understanding or knowing within you about something that's going on in your life. And please like and share. I'd love to see this channel grow. And I'm not a very techie person, so I need some of your support in doing that. And I thank you for that. And so let's close the circle, just taking in all, and you now know you've got the recording. You can go back and listen to any points or visually see how this information is speaking through the symbols. And just taking a breath or two to receive. And then with gratitude and appreciation, and again, acknowledging that whatever is received here will be received by all those who we come in contact with. The higher truth of it all. In full faith, so be it. Oh. So thank you for those of you who stay for the ceremony. I really appreciate your attention, and I hope you have a wonder-filled new moon in Taurus.